Greetings, compatriots. Either you're here about the item of infinite cosmic power we just liberated from the Hellfire Club, or... Oh! Is it taco night again? Your grim countenance suggests that international delicacies aren't on your menu this day. I've learned it helps to have friends in high places and in dark corners. And the Hellfire Club indubitably fits both of those criteria. To join the Hellfire Club, a mutant must not only be rich beyond belief, but also cruel. Collection? And here I was, flabbergasted to find one bona fide Infinity Stone. The fact that you have gathered 3 is simply staggering. Keep hope alive, my astonishing ally. We shall find these puzzlingly potent pebbles post-haste. Watch out, Furball!
Is it worth the money? Yes, so far. It could use a bit more combat mechanics, but I'm starting to get to the point where there's more customization. Oh, I think I'm like close to halfway through.
Resuming termination protocol. Oh, stars and garters.
Has been cleared. But what is now even clearer is that this threat is far from over. My claws are itching for action.
Any room for me? Say for me, bub.
It won't stay down for long. Follow my lead.
Destroy all mutants.
Come now, Cyclops. When has following you ever done our kind any good? You've allied yourselves with humans. The same race who designed these monstrosities to hunt us. Pathetic.
This is about far more than us versus them, Eric. We need to put our differences aside and work together for once. There are much larger forces at play here.
I am aware. My contacts inside the Hellfire Club informed me about the artifact your X-Men stole from them. As expected, you vastly underestimated its power. That is a mistake you have made far too often, boy.
Release him at once!
As you wish.
Get banished until they're playable next month.
Here for the fight, only to claim the power that is rightfully mine. Why must we always do this dance?
Why do I have to get a phone call as soon as I start?
It's coming a long time.
If you want to beat me, you better shape up.
The Juggernaut don't run away from nothing.
This is getting boring. Can we kill them now?
X-Men never learn.
Oh, it's scripted. No wonder. That's dumb. I'm like playing my heart out and the damn thing's fucking scripted. Hate that.
Then I will watch as all that they hold dear crumbles to the ground around them.
You got it, boss. This performance is gonna bring the house down. And there ain't nothing that can stop me.
Everything.
That's right, you better run. I'm gonna crush you.
The Juggernaut's inertia is impossible to diminish.
He's gonna bring down the whole flippin' mansion.
Taco! Taco night! We're gonna eat while the X-Men fight! Yeah! Oh. There, hit me with the lyrics. Taco, yeah, it's going just as Okay, that's it! Someone's about to get a kick square in the chimichangas!
Clean up,
What's up,
in
Apothecary?
aisle X. I will destroy you!
Oh, so now Deadpool is inspired to join our cause. How heroic.
Guess we're ordering out tonight. Who wants pizza?
was ugly. And I would know. I left the stove on.
Here come your dumb friends, fool. Now I can stomp all of you.
Party time!
This is fun in ages. Ain't no stopping me.
Walls down here are reinforced. They'll just ricochet right off.
I'd like to see it try to stop me.
My tail is just down. My tale has just begun. Quick, this way!
Nowhere left to run, punks.
You think you cannot be stopped, Tovarish?
I'm not liking the game. It's pretty good, but customization's taking a really long time to open up, so it's kind of basic. But apparently things really open up on the second playthrough, so I'm trying to just blitz through it. I played a lot off camera today. I had some errands to do, so pretty much the whole like third level I didn't stream.
Room in the mansion.
Pretty big chunk of
I'd
this
say
level
we'd be
too.
safer in here.
But that would be a lie.
I better charge my devices. I gotta head out.
Training sequence
Head out in
initiated.
like 2 hours. Hold on. Alright, there we go.
Level Alpha.
Be careful. These training programs may be holographic, but they can still hurt us.
They don't call it the danger room for nothing.
This isn't what I wanted, but you asked for it. My tail is just begun.
Iron Fist is really good. He can break stuns really quickly, the stun gauge really quickly.
Level Alpha cleared. Initiating level Beta.
Your mind is
Use
mine!
one more fist.
Level Beta cleared. Initiating level Gamma.
is escalating quite rapidly.
You think this is intense? Hey, Mystique, switch it over to the file marked Deadpool's Danger Room Treaty.
What's on your mind?
My tale's just begun.
Level Gamma cleared. Initiating level Delta.
I can't survive in there forever. I'll make sure of that.
Critical error. Power levels beyond maximum threshold. Abort training sequence. Abort. Abort. Abort.
Anyone care to confess their sins?
You fought with honor.
Yeah, go ahead and back. If you want to play online later, you can hit me up on Discord. I haven't tried the net play yet. I'll probably be playing off camera shortly. I need to help out my neighbor.
A new era for mutant kind is about to dawn. Such a pity that none of you will live to see it. your knees.
Shout out. Give me strength.
Needles obtain the power staff. We must retrieve it.
Okay, go.
You're lucky you control metal, bub. Because that's the only thing keeping my claws off you.
It's not too late to join me, X-Men.
Come on, Magneto! I'm not even technically an X-Man!
That's a classic.
On your knees.
Witness my might. My tale's just begun. My tale's just begun. My tale's just begun. My tale's just begun. Any room for me?
You cannot stop evolution. Exactly what I've been seeking.
My tale's just begun.
I shall build a new world in the name of Homo Superior. What?
Crud. You know these guys?
You could say that.
We have tracked you across the Great Void to retrieve what was stolen from us.
Return the Infinity Stones to us at once, or suffer for all
Okay, so
eternity.
this next two battles are scripted. I really don't like how they have that in this game because it's like not like more tolerable scripted battles where it's just like you hit them a couple times and it transitions to the cutscene. It makes you think that you can win. Like the last one, the one with Mystique, Juggernaut, and Magneto, like it seemed like you could actually win that, but it's freaking scripted. So I spent like 5 minutes fighting, trying to play my heart out, and it didn't transition until everybody died. I really can't stand that kind of scripted battle. At least make it a little bit more obvious, or not make it take so long. Instead of wasting the player's time and make it seem like it's winnable. It doesn't seem like you can actually win any of these. I think it's just, it's scripted no matter what, like even if you're on New Game Plus. And scripted battles can be fun if you can win them with skill and there's like some kind of benefit for doing it, but when you're just plugging away at something that's not possible to actually win, I think that's really stupid.
Slaughter them, Outriders!
Whoa. Where do these things come from?
the rest of the Black Order even arrives.
Any room for me? My tail's just...
Our master will be most pleased.
Shao Lao, give me strength!
Level up. Level up.
100 ugly aliens down, 2 more to go.
Okay, so here's the part where fighting is basically pointless.
Barely survived facing
At least
me
as far as I know.
alone.
You may have to damage them a little bit to transition, but I really don't get why they do that. Like, it could just easily be done in a cutscene. Like, just have whatever the player characters are get knocked away.
Insolent whelps! I shall eviscerate you all in her honor!
Good news, Corby. For once, I'm not the ugliest guy in the battle.
The only master you shall bow before today.
They're actually
is the
pretty high
master of
leveled, so it
magnetism.
takes them a long, decent time to die.
He ain't gonna let up. Not with rays like that powering him. Trust me, I know. Give me a minute.
Repulse me.
You'll waste your breath and our time. Once you have fallen, your insignificant planet shall follow.
No. Save that moment of glory for our master.
My beloved.
And let me have mine instead.
You dare harm a member of the Black Order! Perhaps we have not been clear enough about the gravity of your situation. Allow me to remedy that now.
This is scripted too, if I remember correctly. Like, why are there two unwinnable battles, like, right next to each other? I mean, this is just dumb. Just end it already. Like, get back to, like, actual winnable fights, please. Instead of this scripted crap.
Keeping the stones out of their hands is the only priority right now.
This way.
Their minds, so clouded with hate. If they catch us, we don't stand a chance.
We shall bring Thanos the stones and your heads.
The thrill is in the hunt, my love. Run all you wish. There is nowhere on this planet that is safe.
What are you waiting for? Go already and leave the alien freaks to me.
Even with this stone at my command, this may not be a battle we can win. If we used all of the stones together, however...
We would almost certainly do more damage than good. What we need is time to regroup, to formulate a better plan, as far from here as possible.
I have never teleported so many at once. but I can attempt to...
No, Kurt. Not even Lockjaw could get us all far enough away from this insanity. As long as their prize is in our hands, these monsters will follow us to the ends of the universe.
This universe, perhaps. Something has been weakening the barriers between dimensions. If I can just break through. Huh? There. But I must warn you, chaos magic is unpredictable. I do not know where this will lead us.
At the moment, dearest Wanda, anywhere is better than here.
The rift is sealed. We're safe now.
Alas, if only I could be so certain.
Our team in the lab just figured out how to upgrade your ISO.
Oh, nice. I actually wanted to get to this point so that I can make an overview. I think this is like the last mechanic that you unlock. But I'm going to attempt to finish the game maybe by the weekend, depending on how much I play, so that I can get to the new game plus stuff. Because I'm interested in like the builds and stuff, but they really don't give you much of anything in the first playthrough. I think that's kind of a pretty big flaw. They really drip feed the mechanics, and you don't get any sort of interesting stuff for the most part. It's mostly just like raw stat increases, which is not terribly interesting. Upgrade, huh? I wonder how that works. I can't deconstruct this one. Maybe I can take one of these off. It won't let me do this one for some reason. Oh, it says cannot deconstruct, that's why. Let's see if I got any new trials. Maybe I can get some stuff in there. Ideally I want a purple one right now, so I can try to upgrade. Actually, this one might give me some trash drops.
Must be crushed.
Ah, those freaking lasers are so annoying. Ah, come on, really? I hate how you can't reset this. You can't just, like, try again, can you? That's so stupid. Why can you not just restart it? I don't fucking care about the tips. Let me just reset the damn thing. That's such a pain in the ass. You can't just quickly restart. Why? I don't want to sit through like 10 loading screens just to try something again. Load times are so damn long in this game. The least they could do is give you something where most of the game is still loaded in the memory so that it doesn't take so damn long to try again. I can already tell I'm gonna really hate that about this game. You can't just reset the trials quickly. It takes an eternity to get back into the game, which I think is really stupid. Like, it takes forever and a day for it to freaking load. I don't understand, like, what's so complicated about it loading. Feels like the game's really poorly optimized.
Level up.
I could probably do that. I just got some pretty bad luck there. I kept spamming those damn annoying lasers and I couldn't do much about it. Yeah, I hope they, if they're not already, I hope they do a patch that uses boost mode, because this game's load times are crazy. Look at how long it takes to get off 90% to 10%. I don't even understand what the point of the load indicator is when it gets up to 90% in a couple seconds, like it's gonna load instantly, and then it stays there forever.
Another contender? Get in line.
Kingpin has the power gem in this, so he's not just the big guy. I think I should take the hammer guy out first. He's the one that keeps spamming that damn laser. Oh, these guys do not want to cooperate.
Any room for me? Save some for me, bub.
This is not possible. That's so annoying, man. I don't know why the fuck they have so much health. I wish this game was not stuck on the Switch. Why don't they put this on, like, a more powerful platform? I would pay for this again to just have it run at 60 FPS and not have hour-long load times and constant frame rate drops. I wonder what the, like, exclusivity deal for this is. Like, can they, like, never port it, or are they going to? Because, man, the frame rate really dampens the enjoyment of this game a lot. The frame rate and the load times can get really excessive after a while.
Lethal force authorized.
You have a chance? Think again.
Entering attack
How the hell did Psylocke die? What the fuck, man? Stupid AI. Freaking dying to nothing. Why is the AI so stupid? There like wasn't even any attacks on the screen. I don't understand how the hell she died. And like I look down and she's just magically dead for some reason. I don't know why. I'm like level 24. I don't understand why she just dies so fast. It's obnoxious how much damage they take when you're not controlling them. I think it should be like other games where they take like a significant less amount of damage when you're not controlling them, because that's the only way you can prevent stupid AI. I've had them die while I'm not controlling them like numerous times, and I find that to be really stupid. They should take like half damage or even less than that when you're not controlling them. So it actually feels like it's your fault when they die. Instead of just them randomly keeling over to nothing. Basically screwing up the whole attempt. None of these are giving me a purple one so I can enhance. It's really pissing me off. I'm just gonna keep going then. I don't think any of these are even good for leveling. Let's see if the co-op works. I haven't tried the co-op yet. Yeah, sure, let's try the net play. Yeah, I think the AI being able to die when you're not controlling them, at the very least take like a pretty similar amount of damage to the players, really big oversight. Because no one likes that in anything. It's never fun when like you lose an attempt or your attempt starts to go south because of the AI and not a mistake that you made. I've always found that to be like incessantly frustrating. I've never been able to like stand that in anything. I think I'm just gonna have to see if anybody in my community is playing this. I can't seem to find anything. I think a lot of people like marathon this last night, and I'm still like halfway through the game. I don't need that one. I need some purple stuff. This game's fun. I mean, I enjoy playing it, but it's definitely held back by the hardware that it's on. Like, everything from the performance to the really long loading times really holds this game back. I like how it's actually difficult. You can't just face tank everything. I think that's what sets this apart from a lot of other games like this, where it's normally just button mashing or even just holding the button down and spamming heals. There's like no skill involved. I like that there's actual difficulty to it. It could get frustrating, like I said, when the AI dies and stuff, but for the most part, besides that, I mean, it's always your fault when you die. Like, you can block for a long time, the dodge is pretty good, and if you have good team composition, you can really, you can destroy their stagger gauge really quickly. Like, all these guys pretty much have, except for Nightcrawler, have really good, they have really good stagger gauge damage. So, I like that part of it. It's just, sometimes it gets really obnoxious when, like, the AI just runs into attacks and stuff. But I'm genuinely surprised at how that you actually have to pay attention to what you're doing. You can't just mash buttons. That's why I don't really play a lot of action RPGs, because there's no skill involved. And like, the game doesn't really give you any kind of tools or even incentive to actually play skillfully. Here you're actually expected to do it, which I think is a nice diversion from how these games normally are. Like, I played Diablo for like only 80 hours, and I got bored of it because there wasn't really any skill. It was pretty much just grinding. And it's cool how it was set up, how you could just play it forever. I think that part of it was awesome, but the combat just wasn't engaging enough for me. I really like the combat here. It definitely needs a lot more. It needs more moves and just properties and mechanics and stuff, but I'm pretty sure they will expand on this game later. There's supposed to be like new modes coming and stuff. Hopefully they're open to like adding more moves or something. Hey, cool, here's somebody.
Our team in the lab just figured out how to upgrade your ISO 8. Better stop in.
Mindless ones. Their only instincts are to defend this dimension and to conquer others.
Hey, I landed the role of mindless for this team fair and square. No way I'm letting those dudes steal my deal.
Jump in any time now, darlings. These monsters won't hunt themselves. We've got to stop these beasties before they overflow into our reality. That does it? Tea, anyone? How many lumps, darling? Oh, the fun's just getting started. I'm a monster hunter, dear. So when a rift opens in downtown London and giant stone I've seen a few, yeah. Haven't figured out a way to close them yet, though. Bit of You go right ahead, love. I've got my
Magic.
The hunt is on.
Powering these portals is unusual, even for the dark dimension.
I fathom I've already jumped through enough holes in reality for one day, sweetie.
Be on the lookout for anything unusual in that region.
Okay, do I get to do this with the person or what? It like doesn't specify anything about whether the actual person comes with me or not. That'd be pretty dumb if it didn't. That means he would not be encouraged to explore in multiplayer. So I hope that the person is there when this finishes loading.
When does the fight start again?
Any room for me? Pay for your sins. Any room for me? Any room for me?
Cutting in!
I'm in. Follow me.
I'm in.
Your mind is mine!
S plus. Nice. Oh, you get online bonus. That's cool. Huh. Alright, well that solves the leveling problems.
Level up. Level up. Level up.
I've already jumped through enough holes in reality for one day, sweetie.
Be on the lookout for anything unusual in that region.
Another rift. It's as if the fabric between dimensional planes is beginning to shred. Can't let the mindless ones cross to the other side. This artifact is releasing powerful arcane energy. Could it have something to do with the rifts? The magic from this artifact is somehow powering the rift. Maybe destroying it will close the portal and keep the darkness from seeping into other dimensions. Magical signature of each artifact seems to correspond with a similarly colored rift. This rift is different. Stronger. I can feel it. It is beyond the point where smashing some trinkets will seal it.
itself can contain me. When there is vengeance to be delivered. Some help. Vengeance never rests. Little hellfire should do the trick. Monsters are lucky they don't feel pain.
Any room for me?
Some for me, I'm in. Once, I am pleased not to ride alone. It feels good to finally be free again. Give me something with a soul to fight next time. That's right.
All of these rifts lead to different dimensions. We have to seal them shut before the realities converge.
Doctor, I'm so glad you're here. Something is wrong. These portals... they're getting bigger? No. That must be a mistake. The spell you're casting... it's expanding the rift. You have to stop!
I cannot cease until all realities are one. So I am commanded by the dread Dormammu. My tale's just begun.
Let the dark magic of this dimension consume you! Focus your strength against me!
Save some for me, friend.
Those who trespass here never leave this realm again! The doctor is out, but Dormammu will answer your call!
Dormammu. Be gone! By the flames of the Valtine! I purge your dark soul from my own!
Oh no, dear doctor. I have not finished with you yet. I've waited so long to make you mine, Strange. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Sorcerer Supreme hails when compared to the dread Dormammu. Mortal allies will die by your own hands, Stephen. This is but a small taste of Dormammu's mystic might. Strange tries to kill him, but if you still fight to save him, such fascinating creatures, curse you!
That was quite an impressive feat. But vanquishing the true Dormammu in his own realm will be nearly impossible.
Lucky for us. The impossible is my specialty.
No, I still don't have another one. Alright, well, I'll figure that out later. This guy's waiting.
I will, but that was no more than a shadow of his true power. He's the master. Dormammu has an Infinity Stone. It's what opened the first rift between our dimensions. I'm afraid so. And unless we... The Doctor is in. We'll need to make our way to Dormammu's lair, and pick up a little something extra along the way. Dormammu's toying with the Reality Stone. Level up! He's altering the fundamental properties of this dimension, right down to our perception of it. Dormammu has imbued these mindless ones with his own essence. They won't be nearly as easy to defeat. On guard! Your step next time. I may not always be here to catch you. this dimension, but the reality stone has created an anomaly. Dark crystals that we can use to absorb and reflect Dormammu's energy, if we can find them. These are the crystals I spoke of. I can sense that you carry similar ones already. We should be able to use these to erect a mystical shield. The crystals are fused into the Mindless One's stone forms. Perhaps we could remove them, but not without a fight. The crystals are more fragile than I expected. There should be more as we traverse closer to Dormammu and the stone.
All of these winding paths and warp holes are giving me a bloody migraine.
I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in hell.
Oh, come on, really? They fall off that easily? Wow.
for your sins.
Dormammu's toying with the Reality Stone's power. He's altering the fundamental properties of this dimension, right down to our perception of it.
The Kingpin had no idea the power he possessed. But I've been watching, and I now know what these crystals can do, in more experienced hands. Here, let me show you.
You heroes have no idea what you found. I was keeping my eyes on you. Perhaps the time has come for gifts instead. Crystals, ISO 8, call them what you will. Soon, they'll all be mine. And you thought one of me was hard to handle. Applause, please. The one true Loki doesn't crumble under pressure. I should have thought this through a bit more. You shouldn't have been able to do that.
You are victorious. Take your spoils. I must admit, this alliance you've built is quite inspiring. Perhaps I should craft one of my own.
Well, that was certainly unusual. Anyone know what that was all about?
All that matters is that he is gone. That we have his crystals, and that Dormammu lies ahead.
Dormammu's lair is near. Focus the energy from the crystals to destroy his enchanted barrier. We can't delay. Dormammu's shield must be broken. We can absorb their attacks with the crystals and redirect the energy at the barrier. We'll need more crystals to destroy the barrier. Luckily, the mindless ones are bringing them right to us. Fantastic. The barrier is beginning to weaken.
Pay for your sins.
We've breached the barrier. Nowhere left to hide now, Dormammu.
Accustomed my head spin.
You know, I'm suddenly kind of glad I didn't have those tacos after all. Because I'd probably be spewing them back into my mask about now.
Your journey ends here. The future holds only darkness for you and all of reality. Sorcerer is truly supreme, Stephen.
I have Dormammu. He is about to extinguish your flame once and for all.
Any room for me? Say something for me, bub. You level up. In my own realm, you are either exceptionally brave or insane. Level up, but not nearly enough to defeat me.
We're not doing any damage. Use the crystals to absorb his beams and create an opening for attack. You didn't see that coming. Keep it up.
Mindless ones took the brunt of your attack. They served their purpose. Any room for still stand. I'm tired of these games. You shall learn that Dormammu is always the victor, no matter the reality. This is my domain. None should be able to defeat me here. I shall return. Stronger than ever before.
What the fuck just happened? What? I don't want to do that again. What the hell? Let me talk to the guy and get out of here. He must be in the menu. I hope so.
Oh, it still stands strong. It is merely... Indeed, a fortuitous finding we could never have anticipated upon arriving in this dismal dimension. I am... Calm your concerns, comrade. This sapphire scientist has friends...
You cannot destroy the darkness.
He's right, Juno. Dormammu feeds off this dimension's endless arcane energies. He can't die in this place. But we most definitely can. And if Dormammu spills this black magic into our world, he would be unstoppable there too. Of course, without the Reality Stone, he can't merge our dimensions together. And without the darkness to fuel him, he wouldn't last long. So, if I can open a portal back to our plane of existence, perhaps we can take the stone somewhere safe. Or at least somewhere safer than this.
Well, he was a pansy that last time. Can I just keep farming him? He was a wuss. He went down super fast. He didn't even put up a fight.
Assailed from all sides by
I wish this could be like Diablo or something. Just keep fighting him and get loot. That would be pretty awesome.
By removing ourselves from their world, would we ever truly hope to find peace? So, tell us, my dears.
I also have a team that's really good at DPS and breaking the stagger gauge. So most of the bosses go down pretty quickly.
Chaos we fought so hard.
It's probably like not the most optimized team out there, but they do a ton of damage and they stun them quickly, and that matters a lot in this game.
We still have friends and allies who need our help.
Alright, I've seen this cutscene. I don't care. You kind of want to back out of this game. Just go back to single player. Oh, restore the security system. I sure as hell do not want to do that. Actually, this might actually be worth it. Let me see if I got something that will enhance that what I have. Nah, I don't understand how this system works. It's like it lets me select this one. Okay, now I can see how this works. So I guess it has to be like the same property or something. Oh, that's garbage. Why would I want to do that? 0.3% a damage increase. That's whack. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter whatever you pick. %9 strength. That's actually pretty beast. Alright, let's try and find something else here. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on Iron Fist and then give him the damage, and that should probably offset the damage he's gonna be losing. never mind, I can't. Adds a 7% chance to stun a staggered enemy. That sounds pretty damn good. I need to go feed the kitty. I'll be right back. Thank you. I have a friend of mine who's my dedicated graphic artist, and she made all my stuff for me. We finished it last night. I was running a preliminary one earlier yesterday, but we finished it. Is there anything good here? Is this all crap? I don't want to fight Sandman because that fight is really damn boring. It's like barely even attack him at all. We just kind of shoot a turret. With turrets are never a very interesting mechanic in anything. Okay, I can't do that one yet. Can't do that one either. Can't do any of these good ones. This fight is boring and doesn't offer anything of note, so I'm not going to do that right now. These are some trash rewards. Alright, let's do this one. And no, I'm not a professional streamer. I like cap out at like 10 viewers. Far from it. Actually, I think I should give him something with stagger damage. Well, that's mostly what he's good for. It's just he breaks the shields really damn fast. And everybody else just piles on the damage. I'm probably going to give that to Wolverine. Yeah, he should be able to break shields like pretty much instantly with this build. And Wolverine actually does better damage. I don't think I have any other stagger ones left. Probably have to start farming soon. I'm gonna give her some defense because she's kind of a glass cannon. And he needs some better shit too.
Level up.
Alright, they're pretty damn stacked right now.
Level up.
A moment of revelry never hurt anyone.
He doesn't even need this other stuff. All he needs is the rider kick, because that shit just destroys everything. None of his other stuff really does that much damage. No, actually the Sure You Can launcher kind of thing does good damage, so I guess I'm gonna give him that. Alright, so all these guys can basically just destroy shields without even trying. Actually, he's the only one that can't, but he actually does pretty good damage.
Shall we? There has to be a more peaceful solution.
I really wish they would stop recycling this damn room. I'm so tired of this puzzle. This is like the third time I've had to do it. Stop making me do this over and over and over. Such a pain in the ass. Stupid walls and shit. Ah! They're all dying to nothing, of course.
Level up.
Fuck this room!
My tail is just
Who thought this was a good idea? It's fucking annoying having to constantly do this 1,000 times. Why won't they stay dead? Come on, die!
That was completely mental.
May I have this dance?
Seriously, it's not done yet. I have to do more of this shit. He's fucking dead too. He died from nothing again. Ah.
This should be over swiftly.
One room of that is like enough for 10 lifetimes. Please stop making me do this shit. Come on, all you have to do is fucking hit them. This is so fucking obnoxious. I hate this shit. Like, there's such a thing as a fun gimmick. It's not fun when you constantly take damage and you're stuck in a fucking maze and then the AI doesn't bother to just hit them to heal back. Just fucking stand there and die from nothing. Why do they put stuff like that in games? It's never fun when you die because of the AI instead of like your own actual lack of skill. So obnoxious how they keep recycling that same room over and over. Like, these ones where you just kill shit are fun. The ones with the puzzles and stuff are totally just a buzzkill. None of these rewards are even any good either. That's what makes it worse. A lot of this stuff is trash. Probably just plow through these later. None of these are any fun. Alright, I should be able to destroy this now, hopefully. Feels like any of the ones where the AI has a high chance of dying, they're like, there's no reason to try doing them single player unless you hate yourself. It's better to go in there with an actual human who doesn't start running into walls repeatedly. That's what it seems like so far.
Should've looked both ways before crossing my path. My tail has just begun. I'm got.
Fuck this hammer guy, man. His attacks are all obnoxious. Why is he not getting stunned?
Any room for me?
How did that not hit anybody? What the fuck? What?
Claws are out.
The AI just like doesn't aim in that direction or what? Come on, if you're gonna have single player with AI, make the AI actually do something, please. Instead of just stand around and run headfirst into attacks. I could easily clear that with people. It just sucks with the AI. They don't do anything.
We came here to escape.
I think I'm gonna take a break, actually. I'm starting to get kind of frustrated. I mean, this game's fun and all, but it definitely seems like it's more enjoyable when you have at least one other person with you. And the trials, a lot of times when I died, I don't always feel like it's my fault. Because, like, you can't heal easily in this game, so when the AI starts running into stuff head first all the time, it's very hard to recover. And I like that the game is skill-based. I like that you can't just heal through everything, because that's what, like, 95% of this genre is. It's like, there's no skill or anything involved. It's basically just stats. I like that it's not just numbers and stuff, but I definitely feel the AI should be better, or at the very least, they should make them take less damage when you're not controlling them by like a considerable amount. That would reduce the frustration a lot. Because you can't, there's no healing potions at all in this game. I think there's only 2 characters that have a healing move whatsoever. And I think I remember hearing someone say that they're not even that good. I could see that being something they could easily patch in, just maybe reduce the damage that they take when you're not controlling them by like 20 or 30, maybe even more than that, maybe like 40 or 50. That would make the game a lot more fun. I wouldn't feel like I always forced into a party to clear some of that stuff. Because I don't ever like being forced to play with people, especially when I play like games that aren't particularly popular or don't have a very like large community. Yeah, it definitely already feels like a lot of those Infinity Trials, you either just have to just brute force them with numbers or get lucky with the AI. Anyway, let me see if anyone else is on. Probably take a break for a little bit, maybe watch a stream, take a walk, visit the cats or something, and then come back. I'm not actually sure how far I am in the game. This is about as far as I watched on all the like the people who bought the game early from Walmart and stuff, so I'm kind of blind from this point. God Eater 3 soon? Yeah, I might switch to that. There's still like no information on the end game in this. Like what I'm really curious about is how deep the customization gets, because right now it's not as bad as like some other games like this where they have like really uninteresting, like boring loot, but it definitely feels a little bit limiting. You can't really do a whole lot with it. It seems like the customization is almost completely saved for the last like 40 to 30%, however much of the game I have left. I know I'm like at the halfway point by now. It seems like you can't really do much with it on the first playthrough, which is fine. I mean, it's good that it has replay value. I'm just interested to see like how much actual customization and depth there is. Right now, it can kind of make some interesting builds, but it seems like you really have to go to the next playthrough to do that. But I mean, a lot of the other Koei games are very much the same way. I mean, the first playthrough, you really can't do much of anything. It's not until you finish the story and more options open up and you have places to grind and start working on your builds that things really start to get fun. It definitely is enjoyable now, but I definitely do really get pissed off the AI and how much they just run into shit. Which is funny because there's a lot of the bosses have like massive AoE attacks. And I think you can use the order menu to make them go away, but I feel like you should not need to do that. Like the challenge of the game should be actually fighting the bosses and making sure that your character dodges them instead of having the AI take a bunch of unnecessary damage, especially since I think there's only like a couple characters that have innate healing. It feels a little unpolished there. Like when you're playing with an actual person, I don't think this game is very difficult at all, as long as everybody's at a pretty equal skill level and they're actually like they're raising their characters properly. But I know they're going to be patching this for a long time. I did buy the DLC because I like the core gameplay enough. I want them to expand on it more and maybe polish it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna let me see if anyone interesting is streaming. I'll just switch to another game or maybe take a short break. If there's anything that's not on right now. I don't get what happened between this game and Tokiden Kiwami, because that game was like the most enjoyable experience I've ever had with playing predominantly with AI. Like the AI in that game was actually better than most human players. Like they were actually like, from what I remember, they were like specifically programmed to dodge like AOE attacks and things like that. There's nothing of the sort here. They just run straight into it. No, I hope that's something they'll improve later on. That, the frame rate and the camera are really my only major issues. I've been looking all over the place to see if there's like any kind of people that have compiled some of the more interesting stuff you can get, but I haven't really seen anything. So I guess I'll be the one that has to find out, as always. A lot of people are just going to be uploading raw gameplay and stuff, which is not particularly useful. So I'm trying to get that overview done, and I've got a kitty sit for the next day, so I'm gonna try to finish this game. I know I remember looking at a locations list, and I think I've only got like a couple levels left. So I may even be able to finish it tonight, depending on how I feel. Because I've got this coming in a couple days now. In like 5 days, I've got this coming, so I really need to haul ass, finish this game, and then work on the guides and stuff. Yeah, Tokiden 3 would be nice. I'm kind of upset that they just they dropped support for 2 so quickly. The DLC wasn't very good. But that was a very enjoyable game. I liked a lot of aspects about it. Anyway, I'm going to break for a little bit. I'm going to go visit the cats before it gets too dark. Probably make a snack or something, and then I'll come back and try to power through the rest. It seems like doing the Infinity Trials, it actually is a good place to grind, but you need to find a place that does not piss you off. And just repeatedly do it. I think I might actually do that. I may do some of that off camera and then try to finish the rest of the game. So I'm not going to host anybody. I don't have any Twitch viewers. I will be back later tonight, maybe as soon as like an hour or so. Peace.